So the RSC column that I read today was Crawlies Aren't So Creepy. It talks about how humans generally freak out, or we go over and we squish an insect when we see one because we're afraid of it. And in this section it talks about spiders and bees specifically. Spiders, most of spiders and arachnids, they aren't even harmless. They're actually more afraid of humans than humans are afraid of them. They try to avoid them, but obviously trying to come over and squish it, it might come and bite you. Bees, for example, people with potentially fatal bee allergies are the ones that need to be more cautious around bees, but really, bees don't really try to sting you unless you're in their way also. And the people with the fatal bee allergies, that only makes up 3% of the population. But if you think about it in all actuality, we're living in a healthy society with bees and spiders and everything, and all these insects and arthropods roaming around. Because a lot of them actually do a lot of favors for us. Insects, actually, they'll eat other pesky insects that, maybe a bird and I know bees, we wouldn't be living without bees because of their pollination. I learned this from my Insects in Human Life class. That bees actually, since they are, they go onto a flower, they get the seeds on the pollen on their back, then they go to another flower and they're reproducing. Obviously they don't know that they're reproducing, but they are. And I think a lot of orchids do that too, that they'll like lure them in with this like pseudo copulation because they're sending off these pheromones, and they'll lure into bee, and they'll be trapped in its little like gooey substance, and then they'll go and fly off to another orchid and get trapped in it. That's how it pollinates. And without that, we wouldn't be alive. Another thing is like bees, like the production whether it's honey or beeswax or whatever, it's $1 million industry, really. It's, that brings a lot of income for us, which, helps our economy. So without bees, we really wouldn't have, a lot of different things, and we wouldn't be alive. So in all actuality, critters should be, appreciated more than they should be feared. #RSC, #rounding some corners.